What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew? This is Ballhawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
Well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I am your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you all for joining us here today. Lions Talk Live. You know what day it is? It's a game day. And yes, before some people ask, I'm guessing some of you will, there will be a live cast today of the game. We'll go on around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once the show's done, I'll make the thumbnail. I'll put it up there. So yes, if you want to jump on in and be a part of the Duke Crew, well, I'd give the play-by-play. We can all hang out and talk about the big game while it's happening live. Feel free to do just that. All right, we're going to go over some stuff for today's game, the show, and we're going to talk about some 5 headlines now, maybe break down a little bit of the NFC North, talk about the rooting guide for the Detroit Lions. Hey, who do you want to win? Who do you want to lose in some of the other NFL games going on today? So without further ado, let's dive into it. If you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. Making that push for 9,100 subs. That's right. We crossed 9,000 yesterday, or at least sometime yesterday. Maybe it was this morning. I don't know. One of those times. So anyways, if you can help out with that, that'd be great. We're about 50 subs, 40-some subs away from hitting 9,100. So if you can help out, please do so. Also, if you have a half second of time, it's free of charge. Reach on down, hit that thumbs up button, that like button. As you guys know, helps the channel out a lot, and we try to get every show to 200, 300, or more thumbs up or likes. Last but never least, if you are looking at buying or selling property anywhere in the United States, give me a call or shoot me a text. You see the number on the screen, 269-998-2384. If you live in Michigan, I can work with you directly. If you live elsewhere, I can help you find someone who will, help you out best in your location. So give me a call, shoot me a text. For vacant land, commercial property, or a new home, whatever it is, reach on out to me. All right, with all those formalities out of the way, let's go ahead and get over to the first segment of the day. And as you know, it is 5 headlines now. All right, 5 headlines now. Let's start from the top and work our way on down. Lions bolster defensive line, elevate tight end from practice squad ahead of Vikings clash. This is from the Detroit News. As most of you guys know, we had a couple of roster spots available going into this weekend's game. So, Zane Zylstra, you guys all know him. You love him. He's been a part of the team for a while. He has been elevated over to the active roster for today. Same with Isaac Ukwa. He was also somebody who, prominent role. I think this is the second time elevated for the season, so he can be elevated one more time before they're going to have to make a choice with him. Activate him permanently for the 53-man roster, or they're going to have to release him. My guess is if he plays well today, he's probably got a shot at making that 53. Zylstra, more of a receiving tight end than anything, can block a little bit, but it's not really his strength. Does give the Lions another weapon in the passing game should they need him. Maybe they will today, maybe they won't. The big story to me, though, is Pat O'Connor. Pat O'Connor, most of you may remember, some of you will not remember, that he was actually drafted by the Lions at number 250 overall in 2017. Never even played with the team, got cut, went down to Tampa Bay, played there for 7 seasons, I believe it was, 6-7 seasons, something like that, before being released. He's now back with the Lions, and today he is elevated to the 53-man roster for game day. So congrats to him, man. It's been a long road in trying to get there, but yes, indeed, he is a part of the game day crew. So let's see what he does today, if anything. All right, sources. Aiden Hutchinson hopes to return to Lions if Lions make Super Bowl. This is from ABC's News by Adam Schefter. F. Schefter, who works with ESPN. ESPN is owned by, as we all know, Disney, and that is obviously a part of ABC. So there is growing speculation that you're getting it now from ABC, you're getting it from other places, that indeed Aiden Hutchinson is expected to heal faster than possible. Does this mean he returns? I don't know. Some of you would love it. Some of you want it. That's okay. Be okay with whatever you want. But I think at the end of the day, it comes down to what Aiden Hutchinson wants and how quickly him and the medical staff help him heal from this. I reported earlier this week, the word I'm getting is that there's a real chance he returns this season. But keep in mind, that's in January. Now, where it will be in January, if he does heal up fast, if he does heal up right, there's no setbacks, that I don't know. But I do believe there is growing evidence that Aiden Hutchinson will be back in the playoffs at some level this season. And that may be what he wants too. So Aiden Hutchinson may not be asking us what we want. All right, Detroit Lions defensive tackle Ali McNeil, new contract, won't change who I am on the field. This is from the Detroit Free Press, Dave Burkett. A lot of people, I was a little surprised by this, but a lot of people actually were caught off guard by the Lions re-signing him to a contract when they did. To me, it made sense as a general manager. If you knew going into the season, if he was going to perform well, that you were going to be keeping him, why not get him at today's prices versus paying 2025's prices? Once free agency hits in the spring, we all know prices are going to go one way. And we're going to probably be looking back and saying, man, we got a real good deal on Ali McNeil, assuming he keeps ascending, playing well, etc. You look back at St. Brown, when he signed that contract, he was up here. Now he's already shot down the list quite a bit. Same with Jared Goff. So I think Brandon Holmes is trying to be very forward thinking. How can I save money while keeping our own guys? McNeil, on the other hand, man, he wants to be here. You read the article. He definitely was very, very happy remaining with the Detroit Lions. I think we all can agree the Lions have established a brotherhood with the team, and that goes through the front office, the coaching staff, to the players. They all really embrace each other. They look at each other as a family, and you know what? Nobody protects family like family. So you might not always like your older brothers and sisters at one moment, but the next moment somebody talks trash about them, you're coming after them in a unified front. So, hey, it's just how the Detroit Lions are conducting business, and it is resonating through the players and around the league. People see what we're doing here. Ali McNeil never wanted to leave here. He mentions that in the story. So go check it out if you got a little time before game day today. All right, a little bit of a surprise move here. Ex-Lions quarterback signed by the Miami Dolphins. MLive.com on this beat story. So I thought when Tim Boyle left the Detroit Lions, that was it for his NFL career. But you know what? Give Timmy Boyle some credit, man. He is finding a way to stay alive. He is staying alive. He's keeping that dream going. He is staying in the NFL. I can have my thoughts on what I think of him as a quarterback, and you can have him too, I'm sure, as Lions fans. But whatever you want to say, he's never unemployed, and that's really a credit to Tim Boyle. He's doing something incredibly right because he's still getting those game day checks. All right, a couple more here. Report: Cleveland Browns defensive end Zadarius Smith entertained trade idea to Detroit Lions. Detroit Free Press by Jared Ramsey. You are seeing a lot of reports in the last, we'll say, 5 or 6 days emerging regarding Smith to Detroit. Smith was flat out asked by a Cleveland newspaper, I think it was a Plain Dealer, what he thought about potentially going to the Detroit Lions, and he was very honest. He'd be all for it. Have an opportunity to win. Feels like he could go out later in his career, perform at a high level, help a very good team get to the promised land, and have a good season or two with the Detroit Lions. He's all on board from what he has to say, and I get it. If you're him, you're seeing what's going on with the Cleveland Browns, it's probably not as enticing, especially as a veteran player, especially if you feel they're going through a rebuild. Do you really want to go out there and bust your butt, get all beat up, and know you have about 0% chance to win, let alone make the playoffs? So I can get, from Smith's standpoint, any opportunity to go and have a chance at winning, let alone winning in the playoffs for the Super Bowl. That's probably real enticing at this point in his career. All right, Lions at Vikings. What to know ahead of Week 7 matchup. This is from the Twin City Pioneer Press. So they put out an article a couple of days ago. Take that back. It might have been yesterday. So we'll just say yesterday. Well, they go through a bunch of key points for both teams. They talk about, hey, when the Vikings have the ball, Justin Jefferson's got to get involved early and often. They understand it's a bad matchup for the Lions in single coverage, at least. That, Jefferson's going to be a bad matchup for about every team in the league defensively. So they're talking about different ways they have to get him the ball. They also are viewing the uncertain status of Aaron Jones as a big, unclear mystery for the team. When Jones is out there, this Vikings offense is completely different, in their opinion, and I would say from the limited amount of football I've watched on them this year, I would agree. It gives a certain level of comfort, of calm, if you want to say, for Sam Darnold. And Darnold, when he's on, he has been pretty on this year. But when he's been off, man, he has looked like the Darnold of old that maybe got him a lot of backup statuses. So Aaron Jones is the big mystery. He's currently listed as questionable. Whether he goes or not, I guess we'll have to wait and see. And if he does go, will he be 100%? Will he be what they expect out of him? That I don't know. Let's not forget the line on this game is just 1.5. Now, I don't know jack about betting, but I know that means that the Lions are almost basically favored to win this game. And on the road, that's saying something. They also point out there's going to be a lot of weight on their Vikings defense to stop the run. Everybody who plays Detroit gets it. You want to have a chance in any way, shape, or form with the Detroit Lions, you've got to limit the run game first. You do that, you force the passing offense to be a little bit more predictable. You're able to now tee off on Goff. We get it. With Goff, like every NFL quarterback, you hit him a bunch of times, they're probably less effective. So I've never really been a fan of the narrative, hey, Jared Goff gets rattled, he does this, that, the other thing, he's not as good. That's, I think, true for just about every quarterback in the league. Now, with that also being said, Goff is currently this season completing 71% of his passes versus the blitz. So in 5 games this year, teams have blitzed Goff. They have tried to get to Goff, and Goff has shattered them by doing so. Completing 71% of your passes in any situation is insanely good. So the Vikings, we all get it. They have a defense predicated on misdirection, trying to set people up, trickeration, whatever you want to say, and blitzing the quarterback, getting after him. Goff, historically, throughout this season, has done very well against it. Plus, against the Vikings defensive coordinator, Goff has done very well throughout his career against them. So we'll see what happens with that all. But now you know what they are talking about in Minnesota. They say for the Lions, the keys are going to be replicating pressure without Aiden Hutchinson. We all get it. The Lions are one of the best teams in the league at getting to the quarterback, or at least pressuring quarterback, whether it's just hits on him, forcing him out of the pocket, etc. A lot of that we get is, I think everybody who's a Lions fan understands, a lot of that was because of Aiden Hutchinson. But that doesn't mean the other guys are complete zeros. Can Aleem McNeil step up their game? DJ Reader, Joshua Pascal, Levi Onwuzurike. Can Aaron Glenn maybe just Blitzberg a little bit more? That's what we're going to have to find out. And Sam Darnold against the blitz this year has only completed about roughly 58.9% of his passes. So not terrible, but not great. Somewhere in the middle. So we're going to have to see where this goes with both of them. A lot of pressure and a lot of the same notes for each team. Stop the run, force the quarterbacks to do it, get pressure on the quarterback, and you probably have a winning combination. All right, let's go ahead and get over to the next segment, and we're going to go over some of the injury reports for both teams. All right, injury reports. And you tell what, you know what I'll do? I'll pull this up on the screen too. So give me 1 second here. All right, give you guys a little something to stare at. And if you can't completely read it, I apologize. I'll do everything I can to make this as big on the screen as possible. Even get some of the stuff off the screen and make it a little bit easier for you. If not, I guess you can just listen to the sounds of my voice. All right, let's see. Scrolling on down, I think the Vikings are up first. So yes, Vikings injury report. Let's get into it. Dalton Risner, offensive guard, is out. TJ Hawkinson is out. Caleb Evans, cornerback, is out with a hip injury. Blake Cashman, this is probably the biggest one so far with the Vikings. As you guys know, he wears a green dot. He's one of their bigger play defenders. He's a guy over the middle, linebacker, does a lot of good stuff. 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 39 tackles, 0 interceptions, but 5 pass defense. And again, he is the captain of the defense. The fact that Cashman's out, that's a big plus for the Detroit Lions and a big loss for the Minnesota Vikings. Harrison Phillips is questionable, defensive lineman. Running back Aaron Jones is questionable with a hamstring. And again, he may not be 100% if he's out there. He may be 100%. I don't know, but the Vikings are vastly different with him offensively out there. Patrick Jones, the second linebacker, questionable. Stephen Gilmore, cornerback, unknown. So I don't know if he's good or not. It's just that he's unknown. Josh Oliver, unknown. Theo Jackson, unknown. Harrison Smith, also unknown. So it doesn't sound like those guys who are listed as unknown, I'm assuming they're all going to play. Lions injuries, not a ton, but let's get into them. Christian Mahogany is out. Not a big surprise there. He's probably not going to play, my guess is, at all this year. He's going to get his 21 days of review and then probably be put on the IR, would be my guess for the season. Kevin Zittler, questionable for today. My guess is he will be out today. I could be completely wrong, but my thought process is he probably will not play today. Carlton Davis is questionable. My guess is he does play. Brian Branch, unknown. Dan Skipper, unknown. Let's see, Frank Ragnow, all unknown. So the unknowns, again, I suspect will be out there on the field for the team today. So, all right, next segment of the day. Well, let's go ahead and get over to the rooting guide. So 1 second, let's go ahead and get it out there. And you know what? Let's pop it up there. All right, we're going to pull up the NFL schedule on your screen. So 1, 2, 3, we can get into it, and let's go through it. Patriots at Jaguars. Let me make sure I've got it as big on the screen as I can. Yep, it's as big as it can be. No real big advantage for the Detroit Lions with whoever wins this one. So you know what? Pick your own. I'm going to say I'm hoping for the Jaguars to lose, just so maybe they're more apt to be sellers at the trade deadline. Next one we got is Titans-Bills. No real big advantage here. Other than this, we play the Bills next. So I just hope, we play the Titans next. So I hope the Bills just beat the Titans down, beat them up bad. Vikings, Lions. You know what? Strangely enough, I'm going to go with, I'm hoping for the Lions to win this one. Seahawks, Falcons. This is a tough one. Since we beat the Seahawks, there's not really a clear need for us to have them lose. But I'll say the Falcons. I hope the Seahawks pull off the win here. You can have your own opinions. Let me know in the comments section. Bengals, Browns. This is a battle, I guess you could almost say, for tradability. So, can they both end in a tie? I don't know. I guess I'll root for the Bengals to lose, just so maybe they're more apt to trade. Although you could argue that if the Bengals win, now the Browns have even more reason to trade, because at that point, man, you've got one win or whatever as the Browns, you've got no chance. The Bengals have 2 wins. 3 wins probably gives them thinking that they're still in the playoff race, which, to be fair, they would be. So I guess that's a pick'em game, if you want to say. Eagles, Giants, no real clear advantage here, so I guess I'll just go with the Giants just to keep the Eagles down. Dolphins, Colts, again, no big advantage, but I will root on the Colts just so maybe there's some chance that the Dolphins would trade somebody if there's somebody there we want to get, I guess. Other than that, yeah, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I guess that's about it with that one. Texans, Packers, probably not a surprise here. I'm rooting for the Texans to beat the Packs. Raiders, Rams, I'm rooting for the Rams just so the Vegas Raiders, I know I messed up yesterday and called them the LA Raiders. For those, I was surprised with this. A lot of people were apparently emotionally upset by me calling the Raiders LA. I'm sorry, guys. I'm 52 years old. I've grown up watching them most of my life play in LA or Oakland. So sorry that I guess yesterday on the air I messed up and called them LA Raiders versus Las Vegas Raiders. But anyways, I'm rooting for the Rams to win in that one. Panthers, Commanders. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'll root for the Panthers. Chiefs, 49ers. I'm going to root for the Chiefs all day just so the 49ers are less of a threat towards us in the race for seeding. Jets, Steelers. Man, I don't really have a dog in this fight in any way, shape, or form. I guess I'll just root for the Steelers just to see Aaron Rodgers fall down. Tomorrow we got Ravens, Bucks. I'm rooting for the Ravens. Chargers, Cardinals. I'm rooting for the Chargers or University of Michigan to the West. And that will conclude this week's rooting guide. If you guys have different thoughts, go ahead, by all means, throw them in the comments section below. All right, now let's get over to the main topic of the day. We kind of already talked a little bit, but now let's talk about today's matchup just a little bit more. I really do like that jingle, by the way. Not that that's one thing or the other, but hey, we all get it. Today's matchup, man, it's the first game for the Lions in the NFC North. Vikings have already won one against the Pack, and yes, it ended up being a lot closer than probably it should have been. So this is a big win or big opportunity for Detroit. If you let the Vikings get this win, they obviously got one up on you. They've also got one up on Green Bay. They're now 6-0. I think, man, the Lions are built to go on the road and get wins. I think this will be a challenge for both teams, and for the same reasons. Both teams are going to have to stop the run. The Lions are built around play action pass, doing a lot of things to force your hand with, pre-snap reads, pre-snap motion from receivers, They're going to do everything they can to force you as a defense into bad situations, which are highly predictable on what to now do. Jared Goff, you've heard me talk about it a lot this week, and I guess last week too, to be fair. He's getting to that age in his career where he's now really a vested veteran. There's very few things you're going to be able to do to a quarterback of that kind of time in the league. He's been a starter, 8 or so years? I mean, don't quote me on that. It's right around there. But he's been a starter in this league long enough where, man, it's hard to schematically confuse him. And if you confuse him, it's probably really just for a play or two before him, Ben Johnson, and everybody else Scooby-Doos their way around it. Now, let's talk about the Vikings secondary. They're not great. They're not bad, but they're mostly designed to have to play zone coverage because Gilmore, once upon a time he was the defensive player of the year, that's also been a few years, 5 or so years ago since that's happened. He's no longer as athletic as he once was. Hey, say that to everybody who's out there that gets a day older. You're losing a little bit of that athleticism. The rest of the guys aren't bad. Smith, man, I know we talked about this week. I think he's more or less, at this point in his career, a weak side linebacker versus somebody who's going to really run around and make a career out of chasing people in the secondary. So I think the Lions have a very favorable matchup when it comes to taking shots in the deeper pass routes, maybe even the middle of the field routes. Where that helps with the Lions is the Vikings want to overload the vast majority of the time the offensive line by putting 8 guys up there really at the line, maybe 7 guys a few times, and try to force the offensive line to be somewhat confused how to block it. You did this last year with the Lions in the matchups. The Lions really didn't have a problem offensively against it. Maybe something's different this year. Maybe their defensive coordinator comes up with some better ideas or whatever to try to confuse Goff. But I also think the Lions have so much firepower in the running game, in the pass game, with the offensive line. Whether Zylstra's in there or not today, I don't think it's going to be a huge blow because Yodi, for all we can say about him, he does have some big pluses. I suspect in free agency next year, you're going to see some suitors come after him. So I think the offense for the Detroit Lions should be fairly fine. And again, since the Vikings have to play so much zone coverage, Goff has shredded zone coverage. I mean, to be fair, the last 3 weeks, he shredded man, he shredded zone, he shredded anything defensive coordinators throw at him. So I don't really anticipate that being a difference today, especially since Laporta is fairly healthy. You've seen the emergence of Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick's been an absolute masterpiece pickup for this team this year. Give them all the credit in the world for making that happen on the 53-man roster cutdown day to get him over here versus the Saints or wherever else that we're talking to him. I also think, St. Brown is going to cause them a lot of problems. And then, yes, the final piece, the coup de grace, Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams has become a real problem for every defense we face. He is so fast, so athletic. You play zone coverage on him, you're going to have 2 guys committed to him at all times. And if 2 are committed to him and you're trying to tempt the offensive line for the Detroit Lions to believe that you're sending potentially 6, 7, 8 guys after the quarterback, how many people are left to cover everybody else? It becomes a math problem. If you're putting 2 on Jameson Williams and you're at least sending 5 guys after Goff, trying to get one-on-one matchups with the offensive line and whoever else is going to be in there blocking, how many guys are left to cover everybody else? I think you start getting the gist. There's only 4 guys left to cover St. Brown, Tim Patrick, Gibbs if he goes out in any kind of pass pattern. Same with Sam Laporta or David Montgomery. I think you get it. It's a problem. Now, on the opposite side of the ball, we also all get it that the Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson, if he's not the best receiver in all of football, I don't think it takes much to say he's a top 3 receiver in the football. Jordan Addison, he's not in the, I'm going to say, conversation for top 10, but he's a dang good guy as well. I do anticipate that the Lions will be able to manufacture some pressure, but also pay attention to that. They're going to have to manufacture it now with Aiden Hutchinson gone. It means they're probably going to have to blitz a little bit more. Where the Lions, for the most part this season, have been able to drop 7 guys into coverage and help slow down passing attacks, now I do believe they're going to have to send probably a 5th or 6th guy after the quarterback, after Darnold at times, to get that pressure and keep it consistent. You don't want him getting comfortable. He has been a little beat up this year. He's taken some shots. I know he's bruised his knee. He's bruised his hip. You want to make sure he gets bruised a little bit more today. That's my huge opinion, I guess you could say, I'm a big believer in being aggressive as a coach, offensively and defensively. I think Aaron Glenn has been pretty aggressive the last year or two for the most part. I believe he's going to bring a lot of pressure, and I think it's going to be more like we saw towards the end of last year, where you're going to see a lot of zone blitzes. You're going to see cornerback blitz, safety blitz. Also, you're going to see what we normally do, too. You're going to see a lot of man-to-man coverage as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get over to the Duke Crew, see what you guys have to say about all these things. If there's some other topics you got, by all means, throw them in the comments section, and let's get over to you guys. Real quick, if you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. Also, if you would be so kind, hit that thumbs up button. As you guys all know, it helps everybody in the channel out a lot. All right, Michael D, great salutations, coach and Duke Crew, exclamation points, Superdome, Super Bowl, one pride, woo, woo, and good morning to you too, Michael. Jason, greetings, salutations, starting lineup, what are we made of, question mark, who will step up, question mark, how bad do we want this, question marks, Superdome or bust, I agree, and good to see you, my friend. This will be a great opportunity for us to answer a lot of questions within the team and nationally. JDC, morning all, back at you. Johnny L, good morning all, same to you, my friend. Bo, good morning, Duke Crew. Another one bites the dust. Exclamation point. I see Super Bowl. Woo! You know what? We win today. I might have to put that in the post-game show. I can only play about 10 seconds of the song, but most people will probably know what I'm playing. JDC, if Lions Talk Live doesn't hear from me for a while after the Lions-Vikings game, here's a clue. My wife, she's a Vikings fan. She might have offed me. Hey, fair enough, man. Well, hey, it's nothing wrong with having a little in-house rivalry. Let's see. Johnny L, JDC. Oh, no, laughing out loud. Bo, you made this long, JDC. Yes, you survived this situation a few times. See, Matthew Green, salutations. Good morning, everyone. Superdome, Super Bowl. Woo, woo, woo. Sheila likes to, woo, in her fresh morning dew. Yes, she does. You know what? Just for you and it gives me an opportunity to clear my throat. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. JDC, go Lions. I'm back with that. I'm down with that. I'm all the above with that. How about that? See, Hookadoo. Good morning, Duke Crew. One pride. Now, JDC, that's taking one for the team. Yes, it is, man. Hey, way to go out there and take one for the Lions. See, Clark Jason, do you have any reports live behind enemy lines? Question mark. Coach is doing the live cast today, right? Yes, I am. Yep, I'll do that. And like I said, once I'm done with this show, I'll put it up there. I've tried it other weeks where I put it up early, like a few days. The problem is it seemed like a lot of you guys told me you would go to that to watch the morning show or whatever other show versus, the live cast or whatever. So it just seemed to cause confusion, I guess I could say. So figured, hey, just wait to game day and put it up. JDC, laughing out loud. Johnny L, let's get this over with a win. 100%. Let's be champs of the North for at least a day, you know. Let's see, Jason, in the belly of the beast here in Minnesota, my neighbor, after 13 beers, claimed a 30-point victory for the Vikes. 2016, the Vikes started 5-0, only to go 8-8 and miss the playoffs. Well, hey, might want to remind him of that, especially when we win today. Robert Green's salutations. The day is here. Yes, it is. Matthew, Jared Goff. We want Max. We want Max. Hey, we'll see what happens this week. I think we'll talk about it. I'm sure we talked about it yesterday, but it does seem like Max Crosby is trying to tell the world he wants out of Las Vegas with the Raiders. So, again, sorry for all those I offended yesterday by calling them the LA Raiders instead of the Las Vegas Raiders. My bad. Eddie, greetings and salutations, everyone. Can't wait to see what AG comes up with today. First game without Hutch, and I'm expecting the team to fly around a bit. Yeah, I think they're going to go use a term from the Detroit Tigers. They're going to go with a chaos theory. They're going to manufacture that pressure in a different way. So you do see a lot of the guys they brought in recent weeks are highly athletic and fast. So we've talked about it with Trevor Nowalski. Man, that dude is so big and so fast. I get why you'd be tempted as a coach to want to work with him. You look at Isaiah Thomas, kind of the same thing. Big, long, super good burst. Yeah, guys who can cover a lot of ground. We'll probably have to talk about it, but if James Houston is not active now with the Detroit Lions, his time's done. If Hutchinson's out, your job as James Houston, your strength is to get to the quarterback, I should say. And if you're not active at this point, yeah, they've completely moved on from you. I would suspect he's going to get cut if that's the case. Because why eat up a roster space for him if if you're not even going to play him in this type of situation. Robert, I still believe the Lions will win 38-24. I would take that. JDC, Coach Dan, the trickeration factor. Yes, indeed. And by the way, I think there'll be some trickeration today, probably from both teams, though, to be fair. Robert, yes, I still believe the key is coaching schemes is the completion. There we go. I'll go with that. See, Michael D, the Lions have won 3 straight games against the Vikings. Go Lions. Well, you know what? Keep the winning streak alive. Make it 4. Bo, 35-17. I'll take that. Stephanie, good morning, boys. Exclamation point. I think our offense carries us to a win. This will be a high scoring. It will be high scoring and come down to a few key plays. 38-31 Lions. Man, I think that sounds about right to me. Michael, good morning, Stephanie. All right, Man Bear. Hi, Dan Aru in the Scooby-Doo crew. Exclamation point. Go Lions. 27-17. Oh, yeah. I'm down with that. And yeah, good morning to you too, Man Bear. Matthew. Aiden and Max. Sonic and Knuckles. All right. All of the above. Stephanie, good morning, Michael. JDC, Stephanie Wheeler, yep, at least until the defense can get a handle on things. Could be, yeah, it could be a lot of different stuff. It'll be, just from a coaching standpoint, I'm going to be interested to see what they do out there schematically, player personnel, different packages. I think, to me, Hutchinson, it's a massive blow. There's nothing you can do to replicate Aiden Hutchinson out there, but it doesn't mean it doesn't now offer some opportunities for you to mess around and kind of toy around with different opportunities that you wouldn't have done before because Aiden was so dominant. You relied on his domination. But now, hey, you get to mess with some other opportunities. All right, Jesse Green, salutations all. Coach Dan, I see where ESPN is now saying Hutch could return for the Super Bowl and maybe before. Yeah, you do have more and more outlets. Like I said, ABC or Adam Schefter with ABC was reporting it this morning or late last night. You do see some other outlets reporting it. So is it possible? I can only tell you guys from my experience, yes, it's 100% possible. Now, again, that's going to be if both Hutchinson and the medical staffs all clear him to go. If he's clear to go, it'd be no different than any other player getting out there. There's always a risk of injury. And if you say wait until next year, that's fine. But if he's healthy, he's going to go because there'd be no difference mathematically than the first game next year of him getting injured at that point. All right, Man Bear, I think Hutch makes a return this season. I think there's a possibility. I would, if you asked me to give like betting lines or whatever, I would say there's probably about a 70 to 80% chance you see him again this year. Now, again, it's in the playoffs, in my opinion. It just comes down to what level of the playoffs. Let's see, Darcy, let's do this! Exclamation point. I think Branch gets 2 sacks, 1 pick, and forces a fumble. Unleash the beast on many. Yeah, and Branch will probably be one of the ones that has an opportunity, like I said, from some schematic changes to get after the quarterback. Leonard, good morning, Dan and the Dooku. Can I get a woo? It's my day, baby. All right. It's your day, maybe your birthday. Time to slay the Vikings. I say 32-17. You know what? Just for you, my friend. I like that score prediction, by the way. And for you. And there you go. Hookadoo, the defense is going to step up just like they did after Hutch got injured. Grit. Oh, yeah. I'm down with that. Frank the Tank, good morning. Do Crew, East Side. Woo, woo, woo. Go Lions, 100%, my friend. Good to see you as always. Trade, what do you got? What's happening, everyone? Question mark. I don't see anyone sweeping the North. Whoever drops today will still be in the race, and we will win today. I'm down with that. And yes, I think it's going to be very difficult to beat each game for the NFC North and go undefeated. But could somebody do it? Sure. Let's make sure the Vikings can't do it, though, with a loss today. JDC, Mother Nature, thank you. It's going to be a sunny, glorious UP day. Again, 100%. Yeah, man, it was a great day down here in the instead of the UP, the SP or whatever it is. So anyways, yeah, it was a great day down here yesterday. Johnny L, I'm really not worried about the defense. Yeah, let's see what they can do. Frank Tank, I think we're going to have a defensive game today. I don't see the Vikings score in over 20 points. 24-20. Go Lions. I'll take that. As long as it's a win. That's all I'm worried about. Man Bear, next 3 days are going to be warm. It does appear so. It does appear indeed. France, good day. Do Crew Gang. Johnny L, I think we all have questions, but maybe we need to have a little bit of faith too. Yeah, have a little faith. See what the boys can come up with. Frank Tank, Arnold gets his first interception today. Go Lions, Detroit Lions. Defense, stop the run, baby. Go Lions. All of the above, man. Stop the run, stop the pass, stop the Vikings. All right, Fruit Lee, what do you got? Good morning, Duke Crew. How good are we without Hutch? We're going to find out, man. That's a fair question, but we'll find out today. We'll have some more answers today. How about that? Johnny L, faith is key. I agree with that. AJ, hit maybe the subscribe and like buttons, everyone. Help the Duke Crew. I'll go with that 100%. Yeah, if you guys can, help on out hitting that subscribe and like button. Leonard, our defense is going to be rolling today. I'm going to make a prediction. You're going to see T.A. Terranado to have a breakout game today. Exclamation point. Kirby, Branch, and Arnold get a pick. Man, wouldn't that be something? I like your prediction, my friend. Fruitly Grit. Woo! And good morning. Frank Tank, finally game time. Well, not for a few hours, so hopefully we can stop listening to the straight talk for 24 hours and just focus on the Detroit Lions. Let's play the players. We all got grit, baby. 100%. I agree with that, man. And yeah, I can't wait. We'll get this show done. I'll put up the link for the next show. You guys got a few hours. Like I said, I'll start at around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Johnny L., they will definitely look way better than the Wolverines. Yeah, Wolverines, man. Yeah, not so great, especially offensively. Papa Noel, good morning, all. Do we yet know if Jones is out for the other team? Question mark. I feel that would be a large plus for us. I don't think it's official yet. So he may play, he may not. I'll say this. If it's coming down to really game day, he's probably not going to be 100% because he's not that clear yet. But who knows, man? Maybe he goes out and has maybe he plays today, maybe he doesn't. Let's see. JDC, Fruit Lead, Magic 8 Ball says Lions are really, really good. I like the way the 8 Ball is thinking. Hetman, JDC, the best way to catch the enemy is to marry the enemy. There you go. Let's see. Quentin, greetings, salutations all. Woo! Game after Mother Ducking Day. We doing this. We are going to do this today. We're going to get the win. I think so. JDC, Hatman, the smiling thumbs up. Frank, think at least we don't have to listen to trade talk for 24 hours. You're the man, Dan, with the master plan. Go Lions. Hey, 100%, man. You gotta report the news when it happens, but it doesn't mean we have to get it all the time. Bo, there is still talk about the other team's injury situation. Hutch is not the only injury yet. It's the Vikings who have the Blues. Let's say. We'll see. Hopefully we can beat them down so bad they have the Blues, Bo. Voltron Forest, Coach, what is your honest views on the Crosby situation? I think he wants out. And let's just, real quick, let's not make a segment out of this, but he's a veteran player. He's also a prideful player. And if you look over at the sidelines every game and you feel like you have no chance to win, it saps the energy out of somebody. And I don't care what level player you are. If you feel like you have no chance to win, you're a coach, you're a player, you're the medical staff. It does affect you emotionally. Most people. I get the sense with Crosby, he wants out. Now, if you're going to ask me if he's going to end up being a Lion, I don't know. But the fact that he shared that post yesterday, liked it, etc., to me, that shows that, man, he's liking the idea of being somewhere other than Las Vegas. I'd see Leonard, Kings of the North. I'll go with that. See Jedi Sith. Good morning, Duke Crew. Back at you. Hookadoo. Yeah, Hetman, JDC dropped in behind enemy lines there. Yes, he did. Hetman, good morning, Dan the Man and the Duke Crew. Waiting for the show with my woo coffee and taking the morning off from hunting. Can't miss with the game because I have to track a deer. All right. Well, hey, hopefully you just have a great day with it, my friend. All the same, and hopefully you cheer on the Lions and stay warm. Break Tank, I agree 100%. Bo Booth, thumbs up. Trumps, Stephanie, is that your real pick? Woo! All right. I don't know. Bo, message to Minnie. We are your overlords. There we go. And let's drop a big elbow on them. Let's see, Dave, good morning, Coach and Duke Crew. How many sacks do we get today? I'm thinking 4. I like 4. 4 sounds about right, but if we get 24 sacks today, I would be even happier. Johnny L., I wouldn't worry about the trade unless it's done. There you go. Hardy, Coach, what is your dishonest views on Max Crosby? It could be possible. I guess he's trolling everybody by liking the post and sharing it. That's also possible. I don't know him personally, so it's hard for me to say. I do get the sense from listening to his interviews he wants out of Las Vegas. So yeah, there we go. Stephanie laughing out loud. JDC, I will apologize beforehand. I can't wait until these blanking political ads are done. Yeah, you got a couple more weeks. I'm going to get it, man. It's really ramped up in the last month or so. I get it. They're all advertising their stuff, and hey, we just all got to ride it out, but it'll be over soon. Stephanie, me too, JDC, and yes, it is. Okay, guess I don't know. Hatman, I'm with you there, JDC. Johnny, me too. Sosimo, when do you work again? I want to be pulled over. All right, fair enough. Yeah, Stephanie, it seems like you got some fans. Johnny L, she is looking like wow. Okay. JDC, me too in a way. Can I be pulled over for going? Oh boy. All right. I stick to the lying vote. Yep. All right. See, Southwest Lions 34, Minnesota 17. Woo! I'll go with that. Hatman, JDC, be careful this week. You're sleeping with the enemy, and they can be vicious. Indeed. All right. Let's see. Matthew Green, side 35, Minnesota 21. I will take that. Let's see. Southwest 2 picks for our secondary today. Woo! That sounds great to me, man. JDC, my rusty Chevrolet isn't that fast. All right, well, it happens, man. Leonard, can it be 1 p.m. already? Let's go. Woo! You know what? Hey, by the time this show is over, it'll be a little bit closer. Look at the positives. Hatman, Lions 38-28. I take that. Any win is a win. Trump, Stephanie, my bike sure would look good with you on the back. Boy, Stephanie's got some fans. JC, Motor City Duke crew. And good morning to you too. Detroit D. Great salutations, everyone. Same to you, my friend. Hopefully it's an outstanding day for you. Silver Surfer, good morning, coach and everyone. All right. Surfer, curious to see how it goes today. Me too, man. I think everybody's chomping at the bit to see how the Lions perform. This is a big game, no doubt about it. Hardy, hit that like button. Yes, if you would, please hit the thumbs up button, the like button. That would be great. Kurt Steele, what up, though? What up to you, too, man of Steel? Detroit D, game day, baby. I agree, man. And it's going to be a great day today, I think, for the Lions. Silver Surfer, hope Houston does something good on the field. Me too, man. I hope we get some sort of semblance of 2022 Houston out there. That would be great. Big D, yo, morning, Duke crew, back at you. Hopefully it's a yo, good morning to you too, Big D. Jason, Man of Steel is in the house. He is. Surfer, is Davis playing? I believe so, unless there's something that changes between yesterday and game time today. He's going to play. JDC, Puff, woo, coffee, and Lions Talk Live, winning combination. Kurt Steele, Jason Berry, good morning. Hookadoo, hey, Man of Steel, good morning. Henry, good morning. Dan and the Duke crew. What a day! Exclamation point. Ready for some football? Let's go, Lions. Woo! And good morning to you, too. Southwest, the bye week was enough for Sam Darnold to turn back into a pumpkin. Woo! Let's hope we can smash that pumpkin. Let's see. Hatman, the wifey bought me an Alex shirt, so I had to put it on in the thumbnail. There you go. Hey, nice for her to get you an Ancelone jersey or shirt there. And wait a minute. Woo! Forgot that one out. Let's see. Bo, Lions offensive line puts up a wall of steel around golf. Probably. Jen Fitness, Jen Savage. Good. Great salutations, everyone. Exclamation points. Way to do that dang thing, Dan. Love and rockets. Yes, and love you too, babe. Love you too. Kurt Steele, Bo Booth. I saw what you did there. 100% there. Silver Surfer, Holmes will not give more than 1 first-round pick for Crosby and some later pick rounds. It could be. And I don't know what the trade value would be. I suspect it's not going to be 2 or 3 first-round picks for a defensive end, but that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. Bo, morning, Jen. Andrew, Lions, kings of the NFL jungle. I like the way you're thinking there, Andrew. Detroit D, statement game, exclamation points. Division lead at stake. It is, man. Let's go out there and beat them down like we beat down the Cowboys. That would be something. Kurt Steele, Carlton Davis III said he's good to go. I like that. Thanks for that update. Let's see, Andrew Zilstra, 100%. I like that kid. I do like him. Wait, what happened to Brock and Sam? Nothing. I think they're just moving up, probably giving a tell what kind of formations they're going to run a little bit more prominently here today. That would be my guess, at least. Hatman, good morning, Jen Savage. Let's see, Bo, Shane's Force Z. There we go. Andrew, at the end of Sam's TD run, he wasn't looking as smooth as usual. Could be, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Andrew, we have 4 tight ends active. What the heck? Yeah, I think it's a tell towards what type of formations they're going to use. Also, I think they're probably going to use one of those tight ends as a blocking fullback at times. That's my guess, though. Don't know that. JDC, Hatman, a.k.a. Batman, next to every great Lions fan stands his wife. There you go. I would concur. Kurt Steele, Andrew, Minnesota struggles covering tight ends, 7th worst in the NFL. There's some good behind the line of scrimmage inside information. Detroit Zoo, Lions 27, Vikings 23. Woo! Let's go, AG. 100%. AG pulls off a masterpiece here. man, fans going to feel real good about him. Hookadoo, 34-24, Lions roar. I concur. Johnny L, do you know that Johnny L is Johnny Legner? All right. Let's see, JDC, Tim, all right. Trumps, I'm sick of all the speculation. Just sign a defensive end and get over with it. Yeah, me too, man. I get it, man. It's getting a little long in the tooth, but we've got about 2 more weeks until the trade deadline. So hey, lock up, brace in, buckle up, because we're probably in for it. Detroit D, 24-10. Lions win. Defense plays best game thus far this season. Man, wouldn't that be something? And I like your prediction. Bold prediction there. Hatman, JDC, yes, sir. Mark, as soon as it was reported that Hutchinson might be back, Brad hung the phone up. Yeah, maybe he did. Let's see, Andrew, we're still assuming Aaron Jones is active. Yeah, we don't know officially yet. My guess is we'll know here in about 3 hours. Big D, Jones is playing. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Detroit D, stop the running games. Sam Darnold will give us 2 picks. I'm hoping he gives us 2 picks on the first 2 drives. Big D, I have him in fantasy football. He's going to play. All right, there you go. See, Steven, good morning, Coach Dan and the New Crew, exclamation point. If the Vikings win this game, the total perception will change. They will be considered the front runner in the NFC. Let's not let that happen. Must win. Woo! And I'm down with that, Steven. Jerry, you guys remember Jefferson named Carlton Davis as the toughest cornerback or DB to play against last year. This is true. He's very physical. If you guys remember, even though Jeff Okudah didn't always have the greatest career here, he would be at times physical with Justin Jefferson, and I actually thought he had some success against Jefferson because of that. Carlton Davis is another level from him, so let's see if he can do something pretty good with him. Andrew, Aaron Jones' days of destroying the Lions has been over. I think you're right. Trippy, what do you got? This Brian Flores versus Ben Johnson chess match is going to be great. I agree with that. I think both guys, man, they've studied each other a lot. They know they want to make a name for themselves and help their respective teams win. Andrew, Peanut Punch fumble loading. I'm down with that. I'd say Detroit D, Gibbs may break for his first long touchdown run in this season. I'm down with that, yeah, because he's had a couple opportunities. Even last week, he was, I think there was 2 different plays. You watched the all 22. If he breaks one more tackle, he's gone. It's a house call. So it's going to happen in time. I think you're spot on with that, D. Leonard, how about a report of last week? That'd be sweet. A repeat of last week? I'd be down with that. Yes, as far as the same results. Yeah, if we win anything like 47-9, I think we'll all be celebrating a whole lot this week. Kurt Steele, Vikings eye candy on defense doesn't work on Goff. I think you're right with that, man. I think Goff sees through the candy. Andrew, our run concepts will dissolve any trickeration. I'm down with that. Trippy, Ukwa gonna be that man? I hope so, man. He seems like a real good kid. One funky, completing pass against the blitz is not the same thing as against pressure. The Lions O-line is the best in the league at stopping blitzes and from becoming pressure. There's a difference between the two. No, you're spot on with that, man. 100% with that. Trump, let's hope the refs don't decide the game. Finally, a 1 p.m. game. Yeah, let's hope they are a non-factor. You know, the best thing I can ever say is when I did some reffing is when people don't notice yet, you're probably doing a great job. Jason, Leonard, let's see, agreed, 47-9. Wouldn't that be great? Trippy, what do you got? We are now the new darlings. We get the ref help now. I hope so. And see, Trumps, remember preseason, everybody predicted Minnesota as garbage. Today, we proved that. A strength and explosion, all right? Yeah, let's hope we do. Bo Skipper is the unknown sackmaster. Maybe we'll unleash the Skipper upon them. Andrew Zettler, there we go. Bo, I'm going to watch the Jags just to see what Trayvon Walker is looking like. There we go. Yeah, I think he's not had a bad season. Now, can you pry him away? That's why I'm hoping that they'll lose. Trump, the only team that concerns me is the Baltimore Ravens. They are a pretty physical team, 100% there. Bo, Las Vegas has the LA in the name, Coach. You know, hey, there you go. Yeah, all right, I'm down with that. See, Jerry, people love to correct you. All these people were certain you didn't know where the Raiders played. Must have really hurt their feelings. Yeah, it just, hey, those who were, I guess took what I said, ill at heart. There's sometimes I still have to remind myself the Washington Commanders, are the Commanders, because there are times I want to call them the Redskins. It's just, hey, man, you coach long enough, you've been a reporter long enough, you grew up with, or at least in my case, I grew up with the Raiders being in LA or Oakland. And so the times, especially when I'm going live and just shooting off the top of my head and stuff, I just say, remember those names sometimes. All right, let's see, Trumps, when you know you have 55 million coming, no matter what, you can play harder and not worry about injury. That's also true. That's a great point, Trumps, that, hey, you don't have to worry about protecting yourself because you can rest easy. See, JDC, Raiders moved. Holy whoa. This is true. Ken, great salutations, coach and Duke crew, back at you. Broski, Scooby-Doo, good to see you, Broski. I'm surprised you're not in church today, man. Maybe you go later in the day. Ken, wait, the Raiders moved? Yeah, they did, man. They've moved a few times over my life. But to be fair, just like the Colts moved. A lot of teams have moved over the course of the years. Broski, let's see, Vikings 31, Lions 24. I figured you might say that. Johnny L, Thunder and Lightning, baby. I'm down with that. Trumps, what's up, Bear? Broski, get Dan some Scooby Stacks. Yes, I got a couple more hours until all that. Broski, Trump, good morning. JDC, old farts for the Lions. Here we go. Lions, how many cheap calls against the Bear? We'll find out. Bo, see, Thunder Bash, Knuckles, and Sonic Dash Lightning. All right. Let's see, Ken. Next thing you know, the Lions will be really good and have a backfield called Sonic and Knuckles. They might be. Let's see, Silver, that cannot be Broski. Broski goes to church on Sundays. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought he went there, but maybe he's got the day off. I don't know. Johnny L, Old Farts Club, JDC. Lions Super Bowl. Lions win 40-17. We win for Hutch, and we get 6 sacks as a team. Woo! Wouldn't that be something, man? That would help make everybody in the fan base feel a little bit better. Bo, I was thinking the same thing. Silver, who's this guy? Could be the imposter. Let's see, JDC, laughing out loud. That too. Johnny L, Trusty Rusty, JDC. I'm confident in our beloved Lions today. Shout out to Sparty. Okay, shout them out. Trumps, he better get rid of the ball fast, or he will be in for a long day for Minnesota. 3 INTs for Detroit. I'll take that, man. That would be a great performance for the Lions. Jason, Clay Martin's ref crew has been stingy with the DPI flags this season. Arnold is second in the league in penalties over mitts. There you go. Maybe he has some oven mitts on, and yeah, can't hold on. Let's see, Silver Server. What is with these people getting upset because coach said LA Raiders? What the heck is this? Question mark. A courtroom? Hey, man, it is what it is, man. It wasn't a lot of people, but there was like 2 or 3 people. One guy that even shot me some texts and stuff like that. I was like, dude, I apologize. It just, I'm 50-some years old. The vast majority of my life, they were in LA. So at times, I'm still going to refer to them. Unfortunately, brain slips up and you say LA Raiders or Oakland Raiders versus Vegas Raiders. Silver Server, it was damn obvious to me he meant Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, it happens, man. At the end of the day, I don't think it was a big thing. But, the only thing I could say is from doing YouTube now for a little over a year, I have people sometimes contact me that the light's too bright, that I stand too much to the right or too much to the left, that I move too much when, moving my legs around because I stand during all these shows. It's just, you can't make everybody happy, man. Then add in the mispronunciation of names, and that sets some people off too. It is what it is, guys. I do the best I can, and I can't make everybody happy. Johnny, what? Let's see, Andrew, I'm just mystified with 4 active tight ends today. I can see that, man. Yeah, but maybe they have a game plan for it. William, great salutations, Duke Crew. How about a 34-31 Lions win? Go Lions. I'm down with that. That'd be a win would be great. How about that? Ken Silver, the Raiders moved from Oakland. That might be. They did. And John Madden is no longer the coach. Bo, 3 and 4 tight end sets today. Maybe they're going to go some power formations. JDC, I can't even remember what happened 4 minutes ago. The teams are changing names faster than I change socks. Yeah. The Lions, by the way, are no longer the Portsmouth Lions or whatever. So, yeah, some breaking news for you there. Trumps, is Davis playing? It sounds like he is. See, Johnny, Kirby, and Branch are the prowlers. I like that. They might be. Thomas, our zone pass defense is terrible. Exclamation point. We should stay away from it as much as possible. 70%, 70% plus completion rate ain't going to get it done. No, probably not. Yeah, we're going to have to do better than that. Jerry, Lions 42, Vikings 17. Southwest, it must suck to be a Bears fan and have to come to a Lions chat at 7 a.m. That is correct. But maybe he just loves Lions that much. Thomas, think of it. Do we not have a number 1 pick this year? number 4 this year and a number 5 next year. But we have Max Crosby now. Yeah, we might end up getting him. I don't know. We'll see if we trade for him. Trippy, are you doing this at 7 every game day? I do it at 7 a.m. every day. So Monday through Sunday, it's 7 a.m. There's a morning show. Let's see, Trump's U-Haul cry babies when he's not. All right? U-Haul, okay. Ken, how lucky are we that the Fords never sold the Lions? Question marks. Yeah. Now those are some words that we never thought would speak into existence. Now, once upon a time, everybody wanted the Ford family to sell them. That didn't happen, and now we're probably all very thankful for it. Andrew, laughing out, U-Haul indeed. Bo, I haul bunch. There you go. Trump's auto spell. Yes, indeed. It gets us all. Bo, U-Haul crew. The U-Haul crew is here. Trippy, laughing out loud. We all cry babies trying to read that. It happens, man. So imagine me trying to read it all the time. Because, I mess up things down here all the time, guys. Andrew, how do you miss the playoffs with 13 wins? Let's hope we don't. Let's hope we don't indeed. Patrick, shoot, I still call them the Oakland Raiders. It does, man. And a lot of us, if you're older, it just gets ingrained into your psyche with, what to call teams. Just like I said, I'm sure a lot of us still call the Washington Commanders the Redskins. Let's see, JDC, haul you back to Chew. There you go. Ken, woo, Trumps. It was supposed to say you all cry like babies when Bear is not here. All right. Bo 45 Ukwa is interesting. He is, man. Give him some more opportunity to develop. Jason, Clark Griswold, I'll be watching with a room full of Vikings fans. I've got my shop vac ready to clean up the purple blood that will be spilled today. Woo! Well, hopefully you stay safe in that room. Let's see. Bo, we all haul a lot of blue. Hookadoo, that's like the Redskins. They will always be the Redskins to me. 100% there. 100% indeed. JDC, Motor City Duke Crew. Broski, JDC, hi. How are you? Thomas, let's not get too anxious about some of the players supposed to take the realm of Hutch. There's a reason they were on the practice squad. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's a reason why Hutch started and they did not. Richard, the Raiders belong to Oakland. When they moved to Vegas, they should change their names. I'm surprised they didn't, but I also get from a branding standpoint, man, the Raider brand is pretty dang valuable. Southwest Lions cooked that slow secondary of Minnesota. Goff over 300 yards today. Running game will be strong also. Double trouble for any defense. I think you are right on that. Gary, if we get Max, how people drive out there and pick him up? Yeah, we'll all drive out there and go pick him up. Jason, Dan Adamas predicted a 48-30 back when the schedule was released. Towel of Destiny. Let's see if Dan Adamas got this one right. Did get Skipper lining up at the X receiver right last week. Bo, Crazy Legs Goff is going to off on the Vikings run D. Maybe I predict, my bold prediction is he will have 8 yards rushing today. Treppy, Goff is going to have his first 100-yard rushing game. Treppy, let's go with your prediction instead. JDC, Gary, Breed, I drive, but it would take 3 months to get there. All right. Well, hey, we'll maybe look into speeding that up a little bit. Most speed, Dan, don't do that. Stop. 70-80% chance he plays this season. Shake my head. In the playoffs, I think so. I think there is about a 70 to 80% chance. Again, you got to make it deep enough in the playoffs for it to matter, but I do think that it's about that. Yes. Let's see. Southwest, Sam Cinderella Darnold will be back to his old ways, 2 INTs and a fumble. I'll go with that. JDC, Broski Bear, Magic 8 Ball says really, really, really high. Okay. Applying pressure, Lions 31-19. That's correct. That's a great win. Chad, we just have to come together as a team, and we will get through this with the win. Go Pride. 42-14. I'm down with that. Broski, JDC, pound and explosion. Jerry, go bit the like, y'all. Yeah, go hit the like if you would, please. Andrew, laughing out loud. Yes, 2016 Vikings started 5-0. That was the year Golden Tate roundhouse kicked his way into the end zone in overtime. Pat the bags. We out of here. 100%. Yeah, I remember that. That was a great move by him, man. Andrew, is a better coach than Zimmer was, though. Okay. Applying pressure. I think Brand will get 2 pass rushes. Desarius Smith and Harold Landry. I'd be very okay with that. Very indeed. Let's see. High V's low product. Is David Monty matchup proof? Man, I don't know, man. I think he does pretty well. Brent, black and blue division dogfight, exclamation point. Lions 34-31. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's this? Hey, Lefty, thank you for this, man. Thank you very much. I will get a glorious Mountain Dew with this, and thank you very much. Skull, Jefferson going 9 for 150 and 2 touchdowns, getting all over the end zone. Okay, well, he might, man. As long as that's all they do, they produce 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's it for the game. I like our chances. So let's hope when that comes to fruition. Chad, we really going to go get Max at what cost? That I don't know. We'll have to see. I know I put out my thoughts on what I think, but I have no idea, man. That's beyond me. Let's see. Andrew, hold that L, baby, 100%. Johnny V, what do you got? A black bear in the woods at night. I'm not missing a thing. There you go. Edward, lefty, he went off the past 3 games and lost. That might be also true. Let's see. Jason, after the Vikings win at my house, I will unplug the PlayStation and watch the game. Go Lions. Hey, just go enjoy it, man. 9 drinks. Woo! Johnny L, Hall of Fame. There you go. Andrew, the secondary isn't as normal. Lions secondary, it isn't. It's better. Lions Talk Live, fam. Lions 45-24. Lefty, can we all just agree that the Packers suck? I think you are spot on with that, my friend. Very much indeed. Edward Jr., the Vikings stink. Okay. Broski, lefty, Jefferson should get his poly shine on today. Lions can't cover him. Maybe not, man. But, we couldn't cover him the last 2 years, and we still won. So there is that aspect, too. JDC, Buddy Love, and the Cheddars. Edward, we on you on your head. There we go. Silver, Ken, good one. JDC, Lambeau Field, home of the Lamers. There we go. Joseph C, good morning, Coach Dan and the new crew. Exclamation points. Go Lions. One pride, baby. 34-23 Lions. Trumps, I'm trying to get a load. Trumps, Broski, he won't be catching too many passes when his quarterback is on his butt. All right. Tribute, wow, it is refreshing to see a live about the Lions where the whole chat isn't troll bots for engagement. Yeah, no, I'd say we have a pretty good morning crew here every morning. So, all right, Southwest, they had Jefferson the last 3 times straight to beat them. They got 1 weapon. How many do the Lions have? That's true. The Lions do have a lot of weapons. Broski, the Green Bay Packers, a.k.a. Brown Bay Fudge Packers, a.k.a. the Fudgies. All right. JDC, Trippy, we are a merry band of misfits here at Lions Talk Live. Yes, we are the motley crew of the mornings. Bo, the Merry Do crew, I'll go with that. Trump's blitz the crap out of them. He will fold. I think so. Joe C, our offensive line, all good to go today. I don't know about Kevin Zylstra. We'll have to find out. My guess is he's probably close to a game time decision. Broski, Trump's without Hutch, we both know that's not happening. You never know, man. Joe C, I like how Brad's doing it, though, seeing how good we are without Hutchinson first before we go and do anything. That could be, yeah. Maybe just waiting for the prices on some guys to come down, too, a little bit. Trump's Broski, they will have to blitz more without Hutch. They will. Let's see, Thomas, smash the like, y'all. Yes, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. JDC, Timmy Boyle. Timmy Boyle. Now I got you, man, JDC. Southwest, we cook Minnesota every time we play them. That defense can't do anything with our loaded offense. That's also a fair statement. Trump's kneecaps will go biting. See, JDC, Dre Forge rocks, and he rolls. Broski, Trump, I agree. They will blitz more, but that will leave more vulnerable to big pass plays. Man, did you watch this last year? Everything was a big pass play. So, hey, it is what it is. You still got to outscore us. Larry, I have good faith in Brad and company will find a great player to fill up our line. There's no replacing Hutch, but finding a quality guy to help will happen. I agree with you, Larry. I think that's spot on. Let's see. Southwest, Ben will pull out some special Halloween trick or treat play on Minnesota's defense. Lions 40, Minnesota 17. Woo! I'll go with that. Phil, pray for Dan. Yes, pray for Dan, indeed. Yeah, but it sounds like I'm okay. So, hey, as far as I know, I'm still here doing this live. Broski, let's see. Broski going to 9 a.m. mass. Okay, about to leave. I do the 7 a.m. mass most of the time. Okay, fair enough, man. Yeah, my dad used to love the 7:30 a.m. mass because it only took like 30 minutes where the other ones would be like an hour. See, applying the Bears are not as good as Bears fans think. They haven't beaten a good team. Maybe. That we'll find out. Broski, applying pressure. I agree. Bears haven't beaten a good team yet. Neither have the Lions. I don't know about that, man. I would say we've beaten a few decent teams, but hey, to each their own. Applying pressure for tight ends mean they will be running the ball down their throats. Maybe. Normal, what do you got? We need to win. We need to will the win into existence. I like the way you're thinking there. Yes, will it into existence. Let's see, JDC, the human condition. I'll go with that. Lefty, Portsmouth Spartans, I believe was the name. Thank you for that, Lefty. Thank you very much. And I'll probably have somebody yelling at me that I got that one wrong too. Here's Johnny. Lions are going to thwart the Vikings blitz and bully them up front. I'm down with that. Let's see, Joseph, BB, and Kirby are going to have 2 interceptions apiece, and one of BB's is a pick 6. Woo! Yeah, I felt bad for him last week, man. He was just literally, 3 yards away from scoring? Yeah, he could taste the end zone. JDC, Vegas working today? That might be. Hookadoo, it was Lefty. They came from around Cincinnati, Ohio. That could be. JKOT, let's see, applying pressure. Broski Bear, we're the best playoff teams. Yeah, we beat playoff teams we have. Let's see, Larry, 35-28 Lions. Woo! I'm down with that. Southwest, one name you can call the Raiders is sorry. Who cares what the name is? Yeah, they have unfortunately fallen from grace. They're no longer what they once were. JC, Jason Berry, drink a glass of purple Viking tears in front of them. They will get fidgety. There you go. Let's see, applying pressure. Broski Bear, we should beat the Bucks. We dominate them in all stats. Check the stats. Our offense was rusty, and we beat ourselves. That's also true against the Bucks. I agree. Let's see, here's Johnny. Lions 31-27. Vikings score 10 useless points late. All right? Man, that would be great. Bo, happy trails to you. All done, dusted. See you at 1. Yes, I'll be here. A couple more here, and then I'm out of here. Applying. We're doing it for Hutch. I like that rally call. Ruin, what do you got? Gruden broke down the game for an hour on his channel. He picked Lions to win 30-24. I'm down with that. Brian, good morning, everyone. 35-24 Lions. The finishing church dude. Okay, the fishing church dude. I think we're going to be a surprise with what the Lions do with a pass rush. I think we're actually going to do okay. What's your thoughts? I think he's going to manufacture some stuff. The fishing church dude. Yeah, I agree with you there. Applying pressure. Let's get the likes up, Duke Crew. Yeah, I can't see what they are, so I'm going to have to trust in you guys. Let's see, Jason, JDC, there will be a purple rain of tears today. Boom. I'm liking that. The fish and church, dude, I think we're going to be okay because I think we're going to blitz a lot more. I think so. All right, 2 or 3 more here out of here. JDC, late for me. I'm packing up, going to camp for the day with no internet power or running water except for the river. Happy trails. Go Lions. Victory. We'll see you later, my friend. Applying pressure. JMO 2 TDs. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If there is some sort of breaking news before the game, I'll get it over to you. Otherwise, I'll have the live stream up. Once this is done, I'll put up the thumbnail. Give me about 5 minutes. It will be up there. I'll start at 12:30. Anybody wants to come on over, be a part of the Duke Crew. I'll do the play-by-play, and we can all just hang out and watch the game. Otherwise, take care. Enjoy your day. Do something kind for somebody you don't know. Be a good human being. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live. Talk to you soon, guys. You're still here? What are you doing here? It's over. The show's over. Go home.